How to buy index funds using platforms. Before choosing and investing into an index fund, you need to choose a platform. So in this video, we're going to be going over how you can invest into index funds using a suitable platform. I'll give you some background on how I decided on a suitable platform. Then I'll give you a step-by-step guide on how to use a platform to buy index funds. I started to get my head into index investing in late 2018, and this really started with YouTube videos. Many of the videos I was consuming mentioned the importance of keeping costs as low as possible. This was definitely a recurring theme at the time. Maybe the YouTube algorithm knew what a tight ass I am. A popular platform choice for many investors is Vanguard, and this is due to the low fees and diversified portfolios. But this wasn't the first platform I used. My thinking at the time was to put 50% into an ISA, individual savings account, and 50% into a SIP, self-invested personal pension. Although I liked the sound of Vanguard, I decided on Hargreaves and Lansdown because I could invest into an ISA and SIP via Hargreaves and Lansdown in one place. Back in 2019, SIPs were not available on the Vanguard platform, and I wanted to do all of my index investing in one place. I liked Hargreaves and Lansdown and found the platform really easy to use. And a bonus is that it has a wider range of products when compared to Vanguard. But my issue was that the index fund I chose was Vanguard, so really I should have invested via the Vanguard platform. This was nagging away at me, and I kept thinking about the difference in costs. After my spectacular mistakes in the stock market in 2010, 2011, I was determined to get things right this time round. After a few months, I moved my ISA from Hargreaves and Lansdown over to Vanguard. This meant I was saving 0.3% on costs. The cost per year for Hargreaves was 0.45% and Vanguard was lower at 0.15% per year. This doesn't sound like much, but when you invest over long periods, this sort of attention to detail can make a massive difference to your wealth. Let's imagine you are a 25-year-old and plan on investing for 30 years. Assuming you get an average of 8% return per annum. Let's see what this difference in costs looks like after the 30 years. This example excludes tax, as tax is very much case by case. You're 25 and manage to put £500 away for 30 years each month. You achieve an interest of 8% per annum. This is on average and is very achievable based on historical data, like over 100 years of historical data. If you invest via Hargreaves, your 0.45% costs will reduce returns to 7.55% per annum. This means you end up with a total of 680,500. If you invest via Vanguard, your 0.15% cost will reduce returns to 7.85% per annum. This means you end up with a total of 722,875. That 0.3% will earn you just over 42,000 in extra interest. So even small amounts of interest can earn you tens of thousands or lose you tens of thousands if you invest long term. This example demonstrates two very important points. One, keeping costs low is very important, especially when you're planning on investing for long periods. Two, the power of compound interest. Right, let's move on to a step-by-step guide on how to buy index funds using a platform. 1. The first step is to decide on a suitable platform. One of the ways to do this is by going on a site like Money Saving Expert and comparing various platforms like Vanguard or Hargreaves and Lansdown. 2. Then you need to open a brokerage account with Vanguard or any other similar investment platforms. You will need to provide personal identification, information and funding source information. 3. Choose your index funds. Vanguard offers a variety of index funds to choose from, each of which may vary in their fees and performance. Before making a decision, research each fund's historical performance and management style. 4. Place your order. Once you have identified your preferred index funds, it's time to place your buy order. You will need to specify how many shares you want to purchase. Basically, how much you're going to invest each month, how much you can afford. 5. Finally, you will go on to monitor your investment after purchasing your index funds. It's important to monitor them regularly to ensure they align with your investment goals. Keep an eye on the fund's performance, fees, and any changes to its holdings. Once you understand index investing, you will only need to do this really once or twice a year. It's all about set and forget. Investing in index funds through platforms like Vanguard can be an effective way to build a diversified portfolio over time. It's important to do your research and choose funds that align with your long-term investment strategy. As you will know by now, I'm a big fan of Vanguard. The platform you choose is dependent on your own research. You now know how to buy index funds using a platform. That's it for today's video. I'll see you on the next one.